Vampire by Olivia Rodrigo is the perfect example of a piano singer-songwriter track that has been expertly changed into a pop banger. So today I'm going to show you how to do just this in 1 hour. And at the end, you can download the final Logic Pro project and stems for free down below. Stopwatch, 3, 2, 1, go! Create an instrument track, change our BPM to 138, then bass, solid soul, electric bass. And our bass goes like G, repeated notes, G again, up to C, another bar, down to F. Try and keep it steady, F again, last chord, A. Command A to select all the notes, and we can strengthen the quantize 70%, so it's not perfectly to the grid. Command OR that MIDI region, so we have it duplicated across, and on the second time, first chord, Option, click up to B flat, and the second chord, Option, click down to B flat. And those are the root notes for the chorus. 5 minutes, 5 seconds. That's not a bad start. I'm pretty happy with that. Great. A new software instrument, search for string ensemble. Perfect. And our strings go like A again, G, B flat, A, F, E, and hold. Shift // click on keep so that all the notes are legato. Command OR that MIDI region across and change the last note up to A. Command D for another string track. The second line goes D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C, A, F, E, A. Woo, that's super epic. Option C, strings can be orange and the bass can be brown. 14 minutes, 41 seconds. That took a little bit longer than I hoped, but I think we have the right notes. That's the main thing. Great. New software instrument, drum kit, producer kits. Lots of great options in here. Let's go for Sunset. And our kick and snare go like kick, kick and snare, kick, kick and snare, kick, kick and snare, kick, kick and snare. That was a bit messy. Cue to quantize and tidy those up. The kicks can be perfectly in time, but the snares can be a little bit off grid. We're hearing an issue with the strings. They're coming in a little bit late, so let's just drag them to start a little bit early. Much better. So the kick is a 4 on the floor, and there's a snare on the 2 and the 4. Going with the old reliable boots and cats rhythm. 18 minutes, 20 seconds. Let's keep this up and record our hi-hats in. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 4. You can definitely turn on the velocity in those. Command OR that across, and halfway through the second beat, we need an open hi-hat. And the same on the and a 4. Beautiful. Command OR those two across, but on the very last time, I'm pretty sure we have a 1, 2, 3, 4. Sounds pretty epic. Option C, drums yellow. 23 minutes, 51 seconds. Great. New software instrument. Let's try Alchemy for this. Let's try Tension Drift. This is crazy. Turn down the delay and reverb and a little bit less release as well. Quicker attack. And we can lower cutoff 1 and 2 as well. That filter drive is nice. And for the last 2 bars, octave A's. I'm not sure if that meant to be there, but it sounds pretty cool. We can put on an EQ. Maybe take out some of the low and some of the highs. Ooh, could do a little auto filter on that, be real nice. Multi effects, fat effects. Let's try preset, bass, filthy strings. That's madness. Perfect, just what we like. Probably time, edit the bus 3, reverb, chroma verb, chambers, piano chamber for a piano track. Huge. Press A to open up automation. Click at the start and at the end. So we have some points. Bring the first one down and the second one down too because we don't want it too loud. So the volume is going to increase over time. And if you hold down Shift and Control, we can bend this curve. And then make sure the volume drops straight down at the end, but not to 0 or it'll feel weird. We also need modulation, tremolo. Nice, giving it that lovely stereo effect. A bit of jitter. It's not exactly like Olivia's, but that's pretty cool. Definitely try it out yourselves. 34 minutes, 39 seconds. Now we're really pushed for time. Okay, we better get on to the most important instrument. Great. Software instrument. Piano. Yamaha Grand Piano. I find it to be one of the best freestanding pianos in Logic. To save time, grab the bass option, click and drag it down so it duplicates. We'll give it a new color. Dark blue. Double click or press P to open up the piano roll. Option and click up the notes up to another octave. And we can also go to the 5th. So G, D, G. But for the 5ths, let's bring the velocity way down. It'll just help thicken it out. Sounds a bit too computerized, so bring up that reverb we had on bus 3 and press A, change display off, go down to sustain, click in here and we can add in points. So on the first note of every 2 bars, we're going to make the sustain pedal refresh and do that for all of them. Sounds a little bit better. Definitely reduces how robotic it sounds. Command D for piano right hand. And our right hand goes B flat G, B flat G. And again, D, C, A, F, C sharp, E, D, E. Woo, that's really nice. And make sure you have sustain on this piano as well. Command or that piano across. But in the second half, we need all of these G's to be down to F. Beautiful. That's really nice. Make sure those are the same color. Command D. And our last chord, B flat major, B flat minor, off. And that sustain pedal comes off bang on the downbeat of the next bar. Beautiful. And we need a last note in the bass, a B flat, that holds for the 2 bars and lower its velocity. Imaging stereo spread on the piano. It'll really help thicken it out. All right, we're getting there now. 45 minutes, 37 seconds. We really have to pick up the pace now. Great. A new software instrument. Search for voices. Let's try aquatic voices. And our BVs go C, and again, B flat, D, C, F, E, C sharp. Beautiful. There's weird whaley noise, so just get rid of the low end. Command D, aquatic voices B. And this one goes like G, G, G again, hold again, A, and hold that again. To save us time, Command or that across, and the second time it goes B flat A. Shift click to the other aquatic voices, Shift Command G. We've got a BV synth group. Just over 10 minutes left. Quickly now, create a new audio track for BV A. Going to need a microphone for this. Sing along to the MIDI. That was rough. Command D for BVB. A little bit better that time. Double click, turn on flex, flex pitch, scroll to the notes. Command A to select all the notes. Double click to pitch correct to 100. And we can reduce vibrato a little bit if you want. And try not to make it robotic. Command D, try this a few more times. Not too bad. Command D, BVD, and copy the second melody line. A few more. Shift click to the top, Shift Command G for a BV group, and throw some bus reverb on that. And some bus 30 modulation chorus, and the preset vocal backups. That's pretty epic. With a little bit of mixing, we'll be away. Just under 2 minutes left. Okay, last thing. Create an audio track. Double Vox A. I've made some real big mistakes, but you make the worst one look fine. Woohoo! Very rough. We have to make it work. Command D. I wish you could sing it up the octave, but I can't. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. Wee, a little bit rough, but it will have to do, because it's time. Boom. Oh. Lovely. This track was so much fun. That lush layer of strings and BVs, just incredible. If you're remaking this at home, you can even put more layers of BVs in there. It'll sound amazing. And don't forget the distortion on that lead vocal. It gets really driven, especially towards the end of the chorus. It gets super crunchy. And shout out to my wonderful patrons over on Patreon. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. All right, will we sing the lead vocal live? I'd be rude not to. Here we go. I've made some real big mistakes, but you make the worst one look fine. I should have known it was strange. You only come out at night. I used to think I was smart, but you made me look so naive. The way you saw me for part as you sunk your teeth into me. Oh, bloodsucker, fame lover, bleeding me dry like a goddamn vampire. Woo! Had to do the PG version.